Okay, learning plan number 5 is all about utilizing the concepts and the things that you've learned in learning plan 1 through 4 and applying those to either the company that you're working for, or if you need to visit a company to evaluate their quality program or your continuous improvement approach. Either one is fine. There's a third option that, if you're not working and you can't get into a company to visit, or you can't talk to someone that works at a company, the third option you could do is you could look at winners of the Malcolm Baldrige National Quality Award, or you could look at winners of the Wisconsin Forward Award, and you'll be able to get a lot of that information that you're looking for from those two places. If you do an internet search for Wisconsin Forward, or an internet search for the Baldrige Award, the Malcolm Baldrige National Quality Award, you will find winners or companies that have been involved with those programs that you can get most of this information from. But the point of this activity is for you to take a look at an organization, and again, it could be your organization or like I just explained to you, but you want to look at what they've adopted as a philosophy for their quality program. They may have one, they may not have one, but in either case I want you to search that out and indicate whether they do or not. I guess there's really no wrong or right way of doing this. It's just a matter of reporting what various companies are doing. You also want to take a look at what is their approach to continuous improvement. What model are they using? Are they using a model? Is it something similar to one of the models that you've learned about in the previous learning plans? So you want to take a look at that and see what the company is doing. You'll want to take a look and kind of probe to see how are they using their employees for continuous improvement. Do they have improvement teams? Do they have lean teams? Do they have safety teams? What are they doing in their company to involve employees in this whole continuous improvement effort? Sometimes it's interesting what you'll find out there. How are they conducting VOC? Remember we talked about voice of the customer, VOC. How do they get feedback from their customer? Or do they get feedback from their customer? A lot of people will use surveys. Some people will use focus groups to get the voice of the customer. A good example of that is the Ford Motor Company way back when they introduced the very first Ford Taurus. They had a focus group that sat down with users or customers of Ford and got their input on what they would like to see on the vehicle. Up until then, it was pretty much the Ford designers and all the automotive vehicle designers thought they had in mind what employees wanted, or customers wanted, but that was the first time they got customer input from people that actually use the vehicle. If you look at vehicles today, we've got cup holders, we've got electric windows, we've got vehicles that park themselves. We've got all kinds of different features on vehicles that I'm sure came from the voice of the customer. What does the company do when something does go wrong? What is their system for handling nonconformances? So those are just a few of the things that you want to look at, and you want to probe as far as what a particular company is doing. In your materials, you've got there's a list of questions that you can address and ask those questions. Keep in mind, you don't have to dot all the I's and cross all the T's on this particular activity. You just need to get a sense for whatever company you're studying, what they're doing for their continuous improvement process and program. By completing the first 4 learning plans of this course, You've got a really good understanding now already of what companies should be doing in terms of their continuous improvement program. And as I said, I think it'll be interesting to look at various companies and see how they're doing. Sometimes some of this information companies like to keep confidential, so just kind of keep that in mind as you're interviewing them and as you're submitting the materials. Anything that I receive surely will be kept confidential, but at the same time be sensitive to that. Thank you.